Sunrise over San Bernardino, California Monday signaled the beginning of a return to normal, whatever that means, for those heading back to work, still coming to grips with the attack that left 14 people dead and 21 others injured.
Our lives will never be the same, though.
We see the cars running around this life. We'll move on in their hearts, but we need to understand that the lives of the victims, that it's going to be hard for them for the rest of their lives.
Bryant Trujillo has lived in San Bernardino his whole life. While he doesn't know the victims personally, he wants to be a part of the healing process and offered to help in the only way many know how, through prayer.
Because we know this is where it counts the most. Where the minutes, the seconds, the days after such a tragedy as this is where those hearts are so fragile, and we need to be there to support and to love them.
Support and love was easy to find in San Bernardino 5 days after the tragedy, not just at the growing makeshift memorial to the victims, but also at an interfaith vigil at the San Bernardino County Government Center. Residents, lawmakers, and labor union officials gathered to show support and solidarity for those whose lives are now forever changed by a terrorist act.
So let's remember the workers killed and injured for who they were and who they are. Everyday heroes working to make the communities a better place to live.
Law enforcement officials continue to search for clues as to how these events unfolded and what inspired them. But Bryant Trujillo isn't sure those are the kinds of answers that will ultimately heal his community.
I don't think it matters to the families whether it was a terrorist or a thug. Their family's lost, and that's all they're worried about.
What he wants is what most people want in the wake of such tragedies.
When we see it hit Paris, when we see it hit Boston, we stop for 5 minutes, we pray, and then we kind of move around our lives. But when it hits close to home, it's like if somebody went to your doorstep. This is our doorstep, and we're not going to allow that to continue.
Preventing future tragedies is the enduring challenge for U.S. lawmakers and security officials. Kane, Farabaugh, VOA News, San Bernardino, California.